Oh well, I have one private question for you. What do you do the very first when you have some time off and you're at home?
Play with my dogs.
Play with your dogs.
Yeah, play with my dogs. Go hiking.
Yeah.
Go in my garden.
But I think in some months it will be a little bit different.
It'll be a little bit different. Yep. I'll pick up the baby. Play with the baby.
When will the baby? Does the baby come?
April 30th is the due date.
Okay.
So Bria will be 36 weeks tomorrow.
Okay.
At 37 weeks, it's considered full term, and it could be at any time after that.
Okay.
So.
My girlfriend is now in the 7th week.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you. For you too. I hope everything went well.
Thank you.
What was the time for you? How was? You weren't at home very much, but your wife is pregnant. What was it to be separated all the time from her?
Well, I'm actually I'm not gone as much as I was before. Like now I only really travel once a week. This week is tough because I'd asked them to not have to leave my house until Friday, but then they booked me for other stuff, and so then I had to go straight from Tuesday to here, so I'm gone for 8 days, and it's just, this close to the due date, it's just kind of, anything can happen, so that was a little frustrating.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Daniel, yeah, a lot of buses always still going around your name. Or every time you throw a little hint that you might not be already content with being a general manager, with trying to go wrestling once again, despite of your health issues. Yeah, is that something you throw deliberately, or are there any plans, or is this a process?
So this is kind of what happens, is that on Talking Smack, Miz really riles me up about not being able to wrestle, and what my wife tells me all the time is that between my brain and my mouth, and so right now we're all like having a nice conversation, but like if you keep throwing it in my face that I can't wrestle, like I'm gonna say actually like most of the tests say that I'm completely fine and that I can wrestle, so yeah, so that's what happens. So.
So, but it's still a thinking process when it comes to when your contract will be up.
Yeah, when my contract is up, if I think I'm healthy enough and my wife thinks I'm healthy enough, then I probably will wrestle. If we don't think I am, then I won't. So it's kind of it's weird because the concussion issue is so much more subjective than everything else, right? So like all the testing that they've done has shown that I'm like 100% okay, but then people have different opinions on stuff, and then it is what it is.
Are you having fun now as a general manager in your current role?
Sometimes. Sometimes, like, so I do enjoy it. I like getting to see my friends, and I love being around wrestling, but sometimes so for example, after I had retired, I was like content to not wrestle and was making other plans for my life, but then you get thrown back into wrestling, and then you become like really passionate about it again, and then it's like, oh, I just want to wrestle, and so like sometimes being closer is harder than being further apart. So
if you could wrestle still today, who would you fight against with?
It's interesting because there's so many different guys now who are here that weren't here when I was here before, like AJ Styles. AJ Styles is fantastic. We got to wrestle, I think the last time we wrestled was maybe 2005, right? So that's like 12 years ago now. So him, like Nakamura, I've always wanted a match with Brock Lesnar. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are now up on the main roster, and so I'd love to wrestle those guys. Even guys that I've wrestled in WWE before, like Cesaro, like I'd love to get a big match with Cesaro. There's so many people.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Have a nice day.